Okay, this video is how to install all the indicators that I use. I had a comment about what indicators and if I could show how to do it. So what you want to do is, this is my cursor here. You can get rid of that cursor. What you want to do is right click, go to indicators, and it'll bring this indicator box up. Or you can go up here to this menu, hit indicators up here. It will bring this up. And what I do is I put the current day, open, high, low, and all your indicators that are available to you. And these are all free. This platform is Ninja Trader. So you would go here, current day, open, high, low, which is this indicator. You would add that. Okay. Hit apply. That's going to give you the levels for the open, the current day. This is the open. This is the open. The red is the low of the day, and the green, which you can see, it goes higher and higher. So you have the current day, open, high, low. The open, the low, and the high of the day. And these levels will change once it reaches that, once the price reaches that. So that's the current day, open, high, low. The next indicator I'm going to add, you can go to indicators again, right click, indicators. I'm going to add my price line because I like to see where the price is at. So these are all free indicators in Ninja Trader. So I'm going to go to price line, which is this line here. And you don't have to add this, I mean, if it confuses you. I like to see where the price is at, which is this line right here. It will move on you all the time. So that way, if you're in this trade, especially if you're scalping, you know exactly where the price is at. Okay, and the candles I have on here right now are the 15-minute candles. Okay, especially for NQ, because it's such a volatile pair, you definitely need bigger candles to find out direction on it. So the next indicator we're going to add, you go to indicators, right click, indicators. We're going to add our Fibonacci pivots. Okay, scroll down, Fibonacci pivots right here. Click on that, add, and then you apply. And these will mark out your pivot points. And these are pretty accurate. That's why I really don't mark anything out, because I want to see, since we're scalpers and we're day trading, I just want to see where the levels are at. So this is giving me confluence, like resistance points. This R3, R1, R2, R1. So you can see right now the market went all the way up to R3. That's actually a pretty good place to scalp or take trades from. And then you have the open down here. You have the low of the day. Then you have your pivot points. This is the pivot point for this day. This will always change daily. You have the support 1, support 2, and support 3 down here. So those are your Fibonacci pivots. Okay. Then you go to indicator again. And then the next one I'm going to add is the exponential moving average. I add the 200 and the 8. Okay, you go down to EMAs, and these are all free. EMA, you add that once, then you add it again, because you're going to have 2 different EMAs. The first one, you want to change the period to 8. Now this is more of a scalping EMA. I like to see the momentum. And this is a really fast EMA. You hit apply. Okay, now you want to change the price line on here. Okay, I like to keep this at the cyan, and you want to make this 2. Okay, there's your 8 EMA. The next EMA you're going to change is 200. This is more of a long-term support resistance level. I like to see where we're at. So I'm going to leave that. Let me see here. That one's okay. I'm going to change this one to magenta, and I'm going to change this to 2, and I'm going to hit apply. Okay, so we have the current day, open, high, low, the price line, the Fibonacci pivots, the exponential moving average. I've got the scalpers moving average to 8, the fast one, the 200. Okay, so that's how you add those. And that is what you see on the chart here. And these are good confluence. I mean, obviously, we are at R1, R2, R3. You bypass all those levels. I like to see where those levels get hit. And of course, the 8. And then you have your crosshairs here. So this is the crosshair, which you see right here. You could take that off or on. Crosshair, just come right here. You could select it off, and it won't have this little pointer. Okay, but I like to keep the crosshair on there because when I'm scalping, I like to. So there's your crosshair. That's how you add that. Because if I want to come and put an order up here, a sell, I'll go up there and put that sell. Or if I want to put a buy down here, I'll go ahead and put a buy down here. And then I can move it around where I see the levels at. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flatten all this out.
Order canceled.
And that's how you add on there. And then the next thing I add is the 15-minute open range zone, which you can come here and add your box. And this is what your box would look like. And I would leave this on here for my 15-minute zone. So I would see, when I come in, I would see where the support level's at, where the resistance level's at, where the zone is at. If the zone was yesterday and it's down here, I know that's the point of attraction level. And for, you know, if I'm up here and I know the zone is down here and I see the pivots here, the opens here, that is a point of attraction. And then you see the 200s down here. You can see if it's below the 200, you know, that's a point of attraction for me. So, but the most important thing for me is the IBR zone. If I see the zone is down here, my bias is going towards that zone unless we have a trending market up. But that is basically how you add the indicators. So what indicators do we have on here? We have the current day open, high, low, the price line, the Fibonacci pivots, the EMA, the scalper's EMA is the 8, and the bias direction is the 200. So the Fibonacci pivot points, you can see right here, the Fibonacci pivot points, it already passed all the resistance levels. So, and then the support levels down here, the pivot point, the open, high, close, you can see this is the low of the day. So that way you don't have to go back and mark these levels up. I know exactly when I come to the chart, okay, this is the low of the day, this is the open. That's an attraction point, plus you got the 200 down there. So if we've had this aggressive move up, those are my, that's telling me, hey, there's a level down here that this wants to get to. Plus we've already passed all these R3 zones. Plus I have the IBR zone from yesterday, which is down here. So that is basically how you set everything up with the indicators, okay? Indicators, and then you could just add all these current day, price line, Fibonacci, EMAs, and just keep it simple. Hope this video helps of how to set up the indicators.